tonight, Bronco Nation news. If Ashton Jeanty is the man of the hour, I guess you're the second man of the hour, I guess. Spencer Danielson, head coach at Boise State, kind enough to stop by here for a few minutes. This has got to be pretty surreal for you, man. We're barely an hour away from the NFL draft. You're going to be in the green room with Ashton. You see all these people. What's this like for you?
Just so proud of him, BJ. I mean, just thinking about him as a 17-year-old to now seeing him earlier today, seeing his mom, seeing his dad, and just going through in my mind all the memories with him, and then coming to a point where, you know, his life's going to be different forever, and he's earned every single bit of it, man. Cannot be more proud of him.
You've obviously done a lot of cool things, you know, in your career and as head coach, but this has got to rank up there pretty high.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just whenever seeing our players that focus on the right things and never lose that and achieve some of these great moments, these mountaintop experiences, I'm just so proud.
September 13th. 2021, the day Ashton Jeanty committed to Boise State on Twitter. A lot of people have been putting that back out there, you know, today and stuff. What do you remember just about recruiting him and you know, and that day that he committed and then signed, obviously, in December?
Yeah, I remember in June when when he came out to Boise State and did a little summer workout because we just we're still going through the COVID protocols. And I remember walking out to the indoor, seeing him with his shirt off, going through running back drills, being like, I don't know much about this young man, but he looks pretty impressive right now. And just being around him and his family, obviously at that point as the defensive coordinator, but just getting to know him, the type of person he is, his family, and then even through him going to go lead Texas in touchdowns as a senior and stayed committed, stayed focused, stayed loyal, and now he's got everything people want.
Now, I've heard some stories about, I think Winston Venable deserves some credit.
Oh, yeah.
Kent Riddle deserves some credit.
Oh, yeah.
And Tim Plow, my understanding was Ashton didn't make it through the first round of cuts, and Tim Plow said, let's go back and put that Jeanty kid's tape on again. I mean, those guys are no longer here, all doing other things, but they deserve some credit as well.
Oh, they do. I mean, Winston Venable is the recruiting coach to him. Tim Plow as the offensive coordinator, seeing something in him and building that relationship over these months. I mean, that's why he's at Boise State. It's not because of me. It's because of a lot of people before me that found a young man that knew was different. And then Ashton coming to Boise State and being focused on the right thing. So there's a lot of people in Ashton's life is the reason he's where he's at today.
I know you've told this story about scout team where he had a big run or something as a freshman and you were like, uh-oh. But, I mean, was there a moment in a game or another moment where not just thought he could be good, but you realized, okay, this guy is something special?
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple moments when I was the defensive coordinator, BJ, where I was like, okay, I don't know exactly to what extent he's going to be, but he's going to be special. But then even in game this season, I mean, seeing when there's 11 guys that get an opportunity to get him down, I was just talking with a couple coaches earlier today that had played against Ashton last year, and they called it the Ashton Jeanty effect, where the next week they'd have 5 defensive players that wouldn't be able to play the game because he beat them up so much. I mean, so there's countless moments last year, but the moments that I remember about Ash is just who he was as a teammate. I mean, we met every Monday, talked about his focus, where his mentality was, and it would always be about other people. And it's funny to me, the guys that focus on others, the guys that focus on the team, the guys that focus on improving things around them, they usually achieve all the individual awards too. And that's what Ashton is. I'm so proud of him today. This is an individual award, but he's always been focused on others.
And I know the story's been overplayed a little bit. Him staying, could have got more money, all that, especially to people in Boise. But he bet on himself, and obviously it's paid off. He's going to be a top 5 pick tonight. I mean, it's got to be a pretty cool story, but also something that you can use for future recruits and future players in your program.
Yeah, you can have it all at Boise State. And I've told this to recruits, and I continue to. You want to be up for the Heisman? You can do that right here. You want to go to the college football playoff? You can do it right here. You want to win champions? You can do it right here. You want to be a top 5 pick? You can do it right here. And now we got to find the right guys, though. And that's where I'm open with our coaches about who we recruit, because Ash is very talented. But let's not get it twisted. Ashton Jeanty is wired the right way. He's got a high floor, which is his talent, but his ceiling's through the roof because of who he is as a person, how he loves his team. So, I mean, you can point to these players, these moments for recruits and be like, hey, you can have it all right here. You want to achieve great things with your life, you can do it right here. And I think talking with NFL supporters, talking with NFL GMs, they really believe he's drafted this high because he stayed, because he never lost focus. He didn't go somewhere and learn a new scheme and go through all that pushing and pulling. They believe he's going to be drafted this high because of him staying at Boise State.
He only gets 6, 7, 8 people in that green room, and he wanted you in there sitting on that couch next to him. When you got that call? I mean, it's not some given that the college coach just gets to go in there and do that. What did it mean when you heard that Ashton wanted you in that room with him tonight?
BJ's so humbled. I mean, just being his coach, but Ashton Jeanty impacts me more than I impact him. And I've been open about that. Like, our players have changed my life, and him being able to, and him wanting me to be a part of this experience, I'm so humbled by it.
And I guess final thing, just your emotions an hour away from this draft starting, being in that room, thinking about Ashton Jeanty walking across, dapping up the commissioner as a top 5 pick. I mean, it's a historic moment for Boise State, a historic moment for him, for you, for the state of Idaho. I mean, how do you just kind of put us standing here in Green Bay, Wisconsin into words right now?
Yeah, BJ, I was talking with JD earlier. I mean, you think of the moments we've had the past 6 months, the storming of the blue, we won the championship, college football playoff, the Heisman. But now being in Green Bay with one of our young men who focused on the team, is about to be a top 5 pick, this is up there, man. And just being able to be a part of these moments, and not just for Ashton, this is for our current players. This is for a lot of our current players have goals to be drafted to the NFL and do great things with this football game we play. And so there's so many people involved that I'm so blessed for this to be an amazing opportunity for our program, for Ashton, for his family, and for the years to come.
Well, I know your schedule's busy, so we'll let you get back. It sounds surreal to say, get to the green room for the NFL draft. Pretty cool. Appreciate you for joining us. Spencer Danielson, big night here.
I want to give a shout out though real quick. BJ Rains traveled out to Green Bay, was here 2 days before this to support Bronco Nation. Make sure you guys got all the inside scoops. So BJ Rains, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Go subscribe. More coverage from Green Bay here as we get closer to the draft. Bronco Nation News.